Let her rip. Hey everyone, welcome to the Internet Sheriff Podcast. We're doing things a little earlier this time because it's been last episode was such a huge success. Okay, let me just... I'm a bear. But we're trying this thing again, but even though it's been an epic failure, we are going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff. But before we pop the biscuits off this gravy train, I want to lay it down a little powwow for all y'all. See, earlier this week on Sunday, there was a tragic incident at the JT, correct me, Deputy JT, correct me if I'm wrong, but it happened at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Where a 64-year-old man by the name of what was his name? I keep firing blanks here.
All right, let me look it up for you.
Sounds good. Hey, Pot Toxic. It says Johnny P 2020.
Yep.
Fox, buddy, look. I'm taking the red eye out of... I'm really not big on I'm not really big on talking politics here, man. But I appreciate the love and support. Mwah. Love you too, man. No homo or anything. So how's it going on that? Looking up the name thing.
Apparently Let me look it up.
Go on.
Still looking.
Okay.
Let's see here. The gunman. Wow, this guy had a lot of guns. His last name is
I know he had a
Paddock.
lot of... Paddock, yeah. We'll call him Paddock. And, he was on the 36th...
Let's see, his name was...
Go ahead.
Paddock. Let's see. Let's go. And I try. Sunshine's a
Someone's got a soft spot for classics.
I do. Let's see. More than a dozen.
Alright.
So, the shooter's name is Stephen.
Kind of kneeling on the ground.
Stephen Paddock. Got it. And, he was up on the 36th floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Across from
the guy's
a
arm,
music
and I moved it down,
and he opened fire with a few weapons, killing 59 and injuring well over 500.
Yes.
Now that death toll is probably going to rise up in the coming days.
Yeah, because we don't know. Some people are either in critical condition.
Queso is sweet, eh? What the heck's a queso?
It's a queso. He's basically saying queso. It's like a taco.
Ah, quesadilla.
Yeah, quesadilla.
I mean quesadilla. But whatever the case. Now, our hearts and prayers go out to the families of the dead and wounded. And according to a USA Today article, as well as every news media outlet worth their salt, it is said to be one of the deadliest mass shootings in modern America history.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Better than Columbine.
And Pox, it's actually called a grand piano, my friend. But anyways, now look, Pox is a nice guy. We get that, right, JT?
He is.
Now then. And to the wounded, I hope you guys all make a speedy recovery. Now, the FBI, people have talked with his brother, and he didn't know what the cheese balls was up with him at the time of the shooting. And he was a retired accountant, I'm guessing. He lived in a community in Florida, but went to Vegas pretty much all the time. So, if Pox and
hey, what
there are
happened?
some people like Riley J. Dennis and Hillary Clinton who said that the shooting was either condoned or, hell, even deserved for people. And there was
That's
even
right.
CBS executive who was fired over some remarks she made over the shooting for not being empathetic enough with the victims.
That's right.
It's true. That is true.
Now, if any of y'all want to donate, JT, could you help a brother out and put a link to any GoFundMes that you find during the course of this podcast?
Yeah, I could try to do that. Sure.
You can do that? Thanks. And put them in the description link. Because, you know me, I'm a pretty generous fellow. Looks like my deputy here has a bit of a soft spot.
Yeah, John Denver. Used to always listen to that when I was a kid. Country mountains, take me home.
Oh, I put in the chat that you have a soft spot for the classics.
Yeah, I used to listen to that when I was a kid.
Okay. Now then, what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to this stuff and stuff like the Pulse shooting, Sandy Hook, San Bernardino, and Virginia Tech, don't be a jerk. Nobody likes a jerk. Alright. So let's get this gravy. Alright, now let's get this thing a-rolling. Shall we? And what better way to start off than with some news on the Injustice 2 front.
Really?
Now you remember Lord Raiden?
Yes, I heard about Lord Raiden.
You know,
Finish him.
Oh, by the way, if any of you guys want to join me, this is a free and open podcast, and to anyone with a Google account, so feel free to join in. Link will be in the description as per normal.
Alright, here we go.
Alright.
Fucking right in the pussy!
I'm kind of glad that we got a fan in Pox Toxic.
Yes. Apparently, he's saying that Faye Valentine is best waifu.
Faye Valentine?
Cowboy Bebop.
Isn't that the chickie from Cowboy Bebop?
Yep. Cowboy Bebop.
Huh. Okay, Poxy buddy. I'm gonna lay out a little powwow for you.
I got a real red wagon.
I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop, but I have heard clips of the voice by none other than Gollum impersonator and voice acting legend Steve Blum.
Shut up!
And, I mean, seriously, man.
You're fired.
I mean, think about it. How many roles? Let's be real here.
Mm-hmm.
Any guy who can pull off a drunken master and voice Hal Jordan, the second Green Lantern because Alan Scott was the first. Read your DC lore, people. Well, yeah. But anyways, okay, is this looking?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Well then, I'd say we start off the way we usually do, my sheriff. I'd say we kick this gravy train off with a segment with a little card waifus.
Okay.
Alright, and let's start off with a classic. Wait, we already did Dark Magician Girl, didn't we?
I don't think
Last time we
so.
tried this. Oh well.
Oh,
Okay.
sexy girlfriend!
Well, first off, or rather, let's see. Now, this goes out to anyone watching this, all 3 viewers, but if you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, you know that the summons are très magnifique. Okay, hold the phone. Our Ghost of Rangrade says that he has a theory for Paddock's motivation for the Las Vegas
Oh,
shooting.
really?
Yeah, he's typing it now. But in the meantime, let's
I am the Duke.
start with the summons.
Hail to the king, baby.
Now then.
You
We're-
alien
I'm-
motherfuckers are gonna pay for this.
Before we get started with this gravy train, here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna rate them
I'd
by
buy this for
how cool
$1.
they are and how much they do justice to the monster.
Okay.
All right.
Duke wins.
All right.
Fatality.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Apparently, he had a. Now, Ghost of Rangris, who also appears on the Bogosky podcast, which I highly recommend you watch / listen to if you like debunking stupid like I do.
Yeah.
But here we go. Now he says that apparently he had a gambling addiction, and while they didn't disclose whether or not he owed any money, there is a theory that he might have gambling debts that exceeded his ability to pay them. That would explain why he chose Vegas. Then again, that's just a rumor and not confirmed.
Okay. So what else happened?
More on this as it develops, I guess.
Okay.
Now then, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, BT Dubs, this has the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Voice cast. This one game has the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Voice cast, like Dan Green, Eric Stewart, etc.
Let the games begin.
Now, is that cool or is that cool?
It would be extremely painful.
Just wanted to let you know that, my soundboard deputy.
Yes, I already put that word.
It would be extremely painful.
Now here's Dark Magician.
Go on then. Do your work.
What'd you think of that one?
For you. We both know that I have to kill you now.
You did hear it. You did see it, did you? So, let's start with how cool it looks. JT? Mind giving your 2 cents on that summon?
Let me look it up.
No need, I'm screen sharing this.
I have to keep it at a low bandwidth. I'm sorry, man.
Fair enough. Well, let's move on to the next one. What's so funny?
So, we're gonna make it after
Ah.
all. Yeah, the Laverne and Shirley thing.
Okay. Up next is the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
A very popular card back in the days.
Of course. It probably still is, thanks to the resurgence of it in the meta.
Yeah, a lot of people want that in the meta.
Now, up next, and this will segue into the card waifu thing, the Harpy Lady Sisters. That's it. So, and I've already talked about each one of them at length in the first time we did this, which absolutely went south due to my poor choice in locales. But
don't worry about it.
But hey, this podcast is still in its infancy, so yeah. Well, what do you think of all three of them?
I think it's okay. I think all three, they've always been used in certain fights, but you can still use them for certain reasons. It's not as bad as most people make it out to be.
Now up next is a classic, Dark Magician Girl.
Yeah.
And we've already talked about her at length.
On certain occasions, a lot of people use her for certain, certain strategies.
Yeah. And up next, let's just hope we brought a lot of raid. Because up next is the Insect Queen. So, what'd you think?
I never really liked the Insect Queen as much. I just don't understand the abilities for that card at all.
Well, say no more.
So what else is new?
In other news, I'll get to that when I get to that.
Follow him. Not as serious as
there we
yours.
go.
I share.
Okay. Cannot declare an attack unless you tribute one monster. This card gains 200 attack for each insect on the type monster on the field. During the end phase, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, special summon one insect monster token. Insect type Earth, level 1, attack 100, defense 100 in attack position. Up next is another iconic classic, Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Lose.
Alright.
Oh my god, I just realized. The end of that animation made Red Eyes kind of look like Ridley from the Metroid series.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really.
Okay.
Just take a gander at this. It could be just the fact, it just could be the way that it's animated, but I don't know.
You don't know?
And this is Rex Raptor's version, because he had the red eyes before Joey.
Okay.
And he still looks like friggin' Ridley.
Oh, really?
Up next is the legendary Fisherman.
Okay. The legendary Fisherman.
Yep. Don't ask why he's riding a shark, though. So up next is the Trap Monster embodiment of a Popus.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Looks like this calls for something from my collection. Well, things are going a little better than last time. Of course, I say that and then everything goes friggin' south.
Alright.
But anyways, up next is Barrel Dragon.
So the Barrel Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, that Barrel Dragon.
Yes, that Barrel Dragon. So what do you think of that Barrel Dragon?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Up next is Relinquished.
Yeah, someone's asking on the audience, what does Yu-Gi-Oh cards have to do with the topic of the stream?
Oh, hey, Lisa. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Or internet sheriffing.
Oh, I missed your witty repartee, Lisa. But anyway.
What's up?
Yeah. So, Relinquished. What'd you think?
I don't know.
Go on. And then there's this thing.
About that whole situation. No, this is not the segue.
Dark
This is not the
Necrofear.
segue. Yeah, he did talk about Las Vegas, though.
Yeah, I did talk about Vegas at the beginning of this shindig. And yes, JT is my deputy soundboard guy.
Yeah, I just became the soundboard guy. That's what I did.
Don't act.
Since he wanted to host his own show, I decided, well, I might as well give him his own show. That was the idea of that show. So he became the internet sheriff after a little bit of a joke that we did.
Yeah, but it's a bit of an inside joke, Lisa.
Yeah.
Oof. I don't know about you, JT, but something about that summoning kind of skeeves me out. I don't know if it's the way that Dalton's neck cracked or the music box or what, but... Well, what'd you think of it?
I don't know.
Okay. And this is the final thing from the Destiny board. And it's still creepy. And up next is Exodia. Of course, we can't have Yu-Gi-Oh! Without Exodia.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of the reason why things kind of got pretty bad.
Exodia?
Yeah, but then again, you can counter Exodia.
Yeah. Like, with pretty much anything, like hand destruction or card destruction. Hey. Now, the summoning is pretty much the same, but look. That Blue Eyes is wearing a construction helmet. Don't ask. Just, yeah. Now, up next is one of my personal favorite ritual monsters.
So, would you...
The Black Luster Soldier.
I remembered that card. He was always used for defense.
You mean offense?
Offense, but sometimes the Blackluster Soldier, if you sacrifice some card, you can get something else out of him.
Fair enough. Up next... is Gate Guardian. A mix of Sangha of the Thunder, Kazejin, and Suijin. Admit it, that was cool.
Okay. So you're gonna try to do a Ninja Jin.
Very funny.
I'm just asking about the Ninja Jin thing.
I know. But anyway, up next
Did
is
I ever tell you the
Gandora, Dragon
definition
of Destruction.
of insanity?
Number one, you realize no one can actually see that on a main screen,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, Lisa.
I couldn't.
Didn't
I
see you
wasn't
there.
able to show this stuff, anyways.
Right to checker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
hey Lisa. Welcome to the Internet Sheriff Podcast. This is Lisa, everybody. Lisa, mind
If you're
telling me a
watching
bit about
Predator,
yourself?
you know where I am. Huh? Not much to say, really. Right here. There you go. Okay.
So,
If you don't mind, I would like to kind of get back to the topic that the stream is named after, because, I mean, that's one of the basics about running a good stream, is that you talk about what is in your title, and not just for a second at the very beginning.
I know, I'll get back to it in a minute. Just...
Number two, you don't get snippy with your guests.
I know.
They,
Spurg, what do you want from me?
and did you just call yourself Smurf?
Yes, I just called myself a Spurg.
He's
Spurg.
haters.
Oh, I thought you said Smurf. I was about to say.
I thought he was. I thought he was
You
going to
know
call
it's
himself a Smurf for a moment there.
But still, it's
like,
been a
you
while
Smurf.
since the stream of corruption. And now I'm the star of my own show. How quickly time can affect us.
Yes, quite. Anyways.
So, how have you been doing tonight?
Managing. But yes, anyways. Yeah, as far as the UVO thing goes, that was never my thing. Never got into it. And, yeah. Just didn't care much for it, but that's just me.
Yeah, I know.
I did like the show.
What?
Though.
The first season of the show was okay, but then again, I was a kid and I saw the 4Kids version.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
The neutered version.
No, even watching 4Kids Pokemon, even as a kid, it's like you see them holding up rice balls. Oh, these donuts, and I'm sitting there, even at like 8 years old, going, "It's not a donut."
So, anyways,
Yes.
So anyway, and I also chimed in on a bit of a theory that Ghost of Regrets, bless his heart for helping us out via Skype, had. I'll let you read it.
You think that makes you like me?
I'm on my
Huh?
phone.
Okay. Well, apparently he had a. Well, apparently the shooter, Stephen.
Stephen Podek.
Podek,
Name
yeah.
and by name. I'm sorry. I prefer to have. I have the same point of view on this that Philip DeFranco has. I don't want to give that piece of shit any publicity. So
Philly D.
don't even bother trying to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Just say asshole shooter.
Yeah,
We'll go with
I
that.
do agree because he basically killed a bunch of people and
Yeah, basically put one in the brain.
yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
wow.
he put one right.
That's nice.
He put one. Do I detect a hint of sarcasm?
Me sarcastic? No, I don't know where you could have gotten that from. No, all joking aside, though.
Yeah.
When talking about a topic like this so soon after it happened, maybe show a bit more tact.
I know. I had to bring the audience up to speed, and I haven't heard about it until Monday morning.
To be fair, this is the largest mass shooting in recent
modern American history.
I'm sure everyone's heard about it by now.
Yeah. I even did the kind of a walking vlog on the whole Las Vegas shooting debacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
By the way, you're coming through. Sound-wise, you're coming through great, Lisa.
Well, I just turned my camera off, so I do want to go ahead and say for the record that, I'm pretty sure the others in here agree that, thoughts and prayers go with the families of the victims and whatnot. And if I'm trying to figure out a way to go and donate blood, because I'm actually O negative. I have a rare blood type, and I'm a universal donor on top of that. So.
JT's actually Wow.
Best I can do, man.
Who knew the mother of the stream of corruption had such a big heart? That's why I respect you, Lisa. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I'm not the mother of that stream.
Well, you're kind of the team mom, as I kind of learned the hard way.
That's not me being a team mom. I'm that way with everyone. Ask JT.
Yeah, she's good with people. She's good with people.
Well, I try to be anyway. But
Anyways.
Yeah, just I can't remember her name, which is good. But did you guys hear about that piece of shit working at NBC luckily she got fired immediately after. Oh,
because she was.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
She basically.
I mentioned that garbage human.
She basically just talks shit about the shooter killing people, and it's like, you don't do that, especially hoping that they're Trump supporters or something like that. You don't do that.
No, she wasn't hoping that they were Trump supporters. She was like, well, I have little sympathy for them since most people who enjoy country music are Republicans.
Yeah.
It's a load of bullshit. I happen to know a couple of Dems that like country music.
I know the Dixie Chicks hated Bush back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
Which Bush? Bush Senior or Bush Jr.?
Bush Jr.
Dixie Chicks.
Ah.
W.
So what's been going on with you, Lisa?
Like I said, not a lot.
Just wondering, that's all. Just wondering as a friend.
I know. Just drawing.
I know. I'm more of a writer myself, to be honest, but hey, different artistic strokes, I guess. But
yep.
Yeah, but seriously, Lisa, 59 dead, well over 500 wounded. It's pretty messed up, if you ask me.
Oh, I mean, any loss of innocent life is messed up, but...
Indeed. Anyways, before I, kind of segue back to what I was doing, well...
I thought you said the cards were a segue.
Oh, what, the card stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I told you it's been a long while since Stream of Corruption, and I think you already know that, but since, yeah, and I also said that, and also the Democrats and Republicans are going back to their usual stances on gun control.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm all for Second Amendment rights. I know how to fire several guns. Actually, I have at Glock, so yeah, I have no problem with them personally. Well, guns in and of themselves will kill people. People kill people. I know it's cliche as all hell, but it's true. I mean, you can't just look at a gun on the floor and go, "Hey, go kill people," and then it'll just grow a pair of legs and go do so. That's not how it works. But There's I can't remember. I think it's Kennesaw. There's a city not far from where I am, where in the entire city, gun ownership is mandatory. If you own a home, you must own at least one gun. The crime rate in that city is almost non-existent. Because hey, you know, if you're a store owner, if people who want to rob you know that you're going to have a gun, they're going to be a lot less willing to rob you.
I know that they close earlier at night in Georgia.
Yeah.
I believe around 6 o'clock. I believe around 6 or 7.
Yeah, something along those lines. I mean, and it's been that way for over 10 years, and yeah.
It's like they always say, but according to the Brady campaign, the foremost brain trust on gun control laws, California has the safest has the most restrictive gun control laws in the whole country.
They do.
Yeah.
And because of that, the violent crime rate. Don't even get me started. I mean, take a look at what happened at San Bernardino, for instance.
Yeah, and what gets me is that this is slowly starting to become common. It's starting to become, you know, we're hearing about something like this every other day or something, and it sucks.
Especially the Florida shooter. A lot of people don't realize that they're blaming people. They're blaming certain presidents for this. It's like, look.
See also our God Emperor Trump.
Yeah, they're blaming certain presidents. Like Obama, for example, let somebody own a gun because he needed it for a job, but he also had a mental history. And the sad part was he got a gun and used that gun to shoot people at a gay parade.
Yeah.
And
well, it's not guns that kill people, it's sick minds that kill people.
Yeah. No, yes. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, and JT, you have a long way to go before you master the spoon clang.
I'm just eating something right now, so yeah.
I know, but in all seriousness, though, I'm glad we have a calm, rational mind in here that isn't a autist or a soundboard guy.
Oh, come on. He's doing his... Okay, JT's trying, please.
I know JT's crying. I just like...
And he's being nice enough to host this on his stream, on his channel, so don't be...
I know. JT knows I like messing with him.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You know that, don't you, JT?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think so.
Oh, and I also followed you on Twitter, by the way, JT.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh, man. Apparently, today is Tommy Wiseau Day because it's his birthday.
Oh, really?
Oh, hi, Mark. What? I had to reference one of the worst movies.
No. It's fine, dude. I'm just kind of like laughing. Don't mind me.
What? Come on, Lisa. You walked right into that one.
No, I didn't walk right into that one. I held the door open for that one. Bit of a difference.
I'm not going to say it. I am not going to say it.
Please don't. Please don't.
I'm going to check to see if anyone has said that line that involves your name. Nope.
Yeah, only a few people can get away with that one, honestly.
Okay.
And something tells me I'm not one of those people.
No. Yeah, very, like I said, very few people. But anyways.
So anyways, Nurgle's switching over to Twitch now. And Puerto Rico got wrecked by a Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Maria.
Yeah, I heard about
God.
it, and luckily my cousins told me about that on Facebook. Yeah,
tells me
they're doing all right.
some. Oh, that's nice. And apparently, the Puerto Rican president has pinned the hurricane on none other than our old friend Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Of course.
Hey. Yeah. We'll talk about whatever. Sit tight. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yep.
Don't worry. All right, here we go.
This is the song, la 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 la, Elmo's song. Shut the fuck up!
All right. All right. Lisa, you okay?
Yep.
All right, good.
Check your DMs real quick.
Yes, I see it.
Okay.
It's awfully quiet in here.
Yes, it is.
Well, not really. Yeah, not really. Let's talk about not really.
Yeah, we're talking about Las Vegas thing. Like, I can understand the gun issue, but they have to realize the guy had intentions to kill people with the gun.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stuff they found in his apartment, apparently.
Yeah, I was surprised. He had like in the hotel room. He had like a fucking M16 and a couple of rounds and a pistol.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's like the pictures that they showed.
Oh yeah, not even to be explosive.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kapooyah!
And the news media has been clinging on to this story. I mean, whatever happened to what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Gay!
Yep. That's what's going on.
I'm pretty sure that killing over 500 or injuring over 500 and killing almost 60 innocent people, I think it's a bit big to say in Vegas.
Yeah, but it's like
Just
some
like
people are
my
claiming he said
opinion.
Allah Akbar. That's the weird thing.
Oh my god.
Ah, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and then of course they're denying that. It's kind of weird. They're denying that it's terrorism, but I know that the FBI is trying to say, hey.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is terrorism. I don't care what. It may not be international. It might not be from a group like ISIS, but it technically is still terrorism.
Yeah.
It's terrorizing It's terrorizing a large group of people. Innocent people have died. Innocent people have been injured. It may not be from Al Qaeda or whatever, or ISIS or whoever.
But here's the weird part about it is that ISIS is claiming responsibility for it. That's the strange part about this case.
Of course they are.
I should have seen that coming a mile away. But go ahead, Lisa.
No, I just think it's ridiculous, honestly. I mean, it's people, the fact that they're trying to claim it, it just shows how people are desperate to use this for attention, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, especially advertise. I heard from a source that advertisers are advertising heavily on certain things.
Oh.
It's all a big ratings grab at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is.
It is, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's a really sad situation for what it's worth, because it doesn't. I guess I can't blame. I guess I can't blame everyone trying to make money off of this shit. Or I understand that that people are asking to donate blood, so please donate your blood to a better cause.
Yeah, or donate your shekels to help the families recover from what they did.
Yes.
Donate your hard-earned paycheck.
Yeah.
This has been a PSA from Deputy Soundboard Guy JT Vega. the wonderful, beautiful, and friendly Lisa, and your friendly neighborhood internet sheriff, John Peterson.
Don't put my name to that when I didn't actually say it.
Welcome, punch!
Ow! I just said you were wonderful, beautiful, and friendly.
Dude, I heard a dude.
I didn't reference that line from the room, I swear.
JT, help.
Yeah, the techno song is kind of good too.
What techno song?
Wow, thanks a lot, JT.
I'm sorry, the techno song was
out
pretty good. Actually, the dubstep song.
What are you even talking about?
It's the song that everyone listens to. The remix of The Room.
Oh, that one. Yes, you know what? I will be the first to admit that I'm the one that put that out there. I found it by pure happenstance. And I was like, I hate to admit how good it actually is.
Yes, it was a pretty good techno song.
It was a pretty good freaking remix.
Speaking of, James Franco is going to make a movie called The Disaster Project.
Yes, I know. The trailer's already out. They've been working on it for like a year now.
Yeah. In movie-related news, I recently saw Kingsman, not the Secret Service, The Golden Circle.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Don't go see The Nut Job 2. It's a piece of crap.
Alright. Well, I was thinking of watching,
After Ghostbusters, I'm never seeing another crummy movie again. Seriously, don't see that movie.
I'm thinking of watching...
Good luck.
I'm thinking of watching that one movie, yeah, I'm thinking of watching, what was that one movie called? It's the sci-fi one. I keep forgetting the name of that movie. It's such a really good... Something Blade. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, yes. The original is a freaking classic, and if you haven't seen it, you really should. But I actually have to get going.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Lisa.
But thanks for having me on.
Yes, thank you.
No problem, man. I will see you guys later. Have a good one.
Okay, have a great night, Lisa. Alright, then. Now that's been okay. Alright. Now, where were we again? Oh, yeah, this. Now, this one is for Vampire Lord. Kind of looks like Jedidoma, if you ask me. And we have already brought up the blue eyes.
Alright.
So, next.
Next, the blue eyes.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Up next is Arcana's version of the Dark Magician.
Right. So the epic trolling has begun.
Of what?
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Ah. Wait, what?
The epic trolling has begun with the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Okay.
So you think the blue eyes can be easily used to troll players in the deck?
Wow! Well, if you can use ancient rules with that, then yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, it's just a 3,000 attack point behemoth. Kind of like this guy. Lava Golem.
Ah. So you think that lava golem?
This cat right here is the OG of opponent giving monsters. So all those monsters like Mushroom Man so you remember Volcanic Queen's effect of it summoning to the opponent's side? This was the monster that started it all.
Exodia?
And no, Lava Golem. Yeah. Anyway, here is Silent Magician level 8. And this also transitions into the next thing. Assuming I can find it. Ah, there it is. There are now GX monsters in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there aren't that many. Frickin' Wells Fargo.
So you got a message from Wells Fargo?
No. An ad.
An ad.
But anyway, up first, Elemental Hero Neos.
What the fuck?
Alright. What do you think?
Of Neos? Well, I think he's pretty well rounded like Dark Magician. And the Contact Fusion thing makes for some diverse summons like Dark Neos, Chaos Neos, Storm Neos, Air Neos, Aqua Neos, Glow Neos, Grand Neos, Magma Neos, Flare Neos, and Mary Dunk, but 1,000 other combinations.
Alright.
Up next, Destiny Hero Plasma. Now that solar eclipse looks pretty friggin' epic. Now, I have a friend who likes this particular card, mainly due to how slick the design looks. Seriously. Just look up a picture of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see what I mean.
What is the thing that you wanted me to look up? Let me look it up.
Destiny Hero Plasma.
Destiny Hero Plasma.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Destiny Hero Plasma. Let's see. Looks like another version of Exodia, except it isn't. It's like a demonized version of it.
More like, try a demon version of Flame Wingman, hence the dragon arm.
Okay. So as
up next,
like
Ojama King.
Ojama King.
Yep. This
the King of
goofball.
Kings.
Oh, those Tariq roasts will never get old.
Yes, the King of Kings.
And up next is Cyberblader. Cyberblader.
Cyberblader.
Mm-hmm.
What does this Cyberblader do?
Its effect depends on how many monsters you have in play.
Effect of how many monsters you have in play.
Depend. I said depends, JT.
Depends. Okay. What does it depend on?
While you only control one monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. While your opponent controls 2 monsters, double this card's attack points.
Okay.
While your opponent controls 3 monsters, negate the effects of your opponent's spell, trap, or monster effects. So if used right, this chickie can really lock down on your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, Water Dragon. Rounding out this ensemble, Water Dragon.
Water Dragon.
Yep.
Boom, 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 let's go back to my room.
Alright.
We'll be seeing these monsters and more again in time. But for now, let's focus our wrath on something else, shall we?
Alright.
Apparently the CEO of YouTube has her own channel.
She does.
And ooh. Okay, here's a story that might just yeah. Apparently an unnamed music teacher working with flutes across the world has apparently been handing out PVC pipe flutes to children, little kids, that may be covered in his bodily fluid.
What?
Let me read that again. An unnamed music teacher working with flutes across the world has apparently been handing out PVC pipe flutes to school kids that may be covered in his bodily fluid.
Yeah. That's so wrong.
Right now, Saugus Union School District Superintendent Joan Lucid is working to recover as many flutes as possible.
So basically, he said, "Don't fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side."
What?
That's basically what he's doing. He's basically just becoming... He basically used his bodily fluids and fed them to kids.
I never thought of it like that.
It's very creepy. So this teacher basically gave his bodily fluids to kids. Hello?
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to process what I just read.
Yeah.
I'm sending you the link to the Metro article.
It sounds very creepy.
Actually, I got the better idea.
What's your name, scumbag? A jelly donut? What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
Actually, this is the article.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Let's see what this article looks like. Alright, so apparently, okay, so basically, okay, the music teacher gave school children flutes contaminated with his semen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that is disgusting. Thousands of school children have been given flutes which were contaminated with music teacher's semen. Parents have been warned about the allegations which claim tainted instruments were handed out during a lesson. An investigation underway into the alleged inappropriate sexual conduct involving the musical performer affected with at least 13 school districts in California. People were given flutes that had been urged to put them in a paper bag and hand them to the police for testing. The performer distributed the flutes like musical instruments made of PVC pipes and bamboo to students during a musical lesson, and allegations is that he contaminated some of these instruments with semen. Joan Lucid, superintendent of the Saugus Union School District, notified parents Saturday, in Orange County registered reporter. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that is...
Yeah, the teacher who worked at the charity Flutes Across the World has not been identified. Parents named only Nate went to the police station in Fortune Valley on Friday night to turn a flute given to his child who attended the Corrigas Elementary School. Okay, so KNBC TV reported, "It's disgusting, it's unreal, you can't even really fathom it." Another parent who wished it to not be named told the station, "It made me sick to my stomach." So the charity Flutes Across the World gives out flutes to pupils, asking them to paint them, and they would distribute to needy children. And it has provided musical presentations to several local school districts. Its website and Facebook page is not currently working. The message-seeking comment on the founder, John Zibiak, were not immediately returned. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, in several several Southern California districts notified parents by email Friday and Saturday that the performer was being investigated. Presenters at such programs are never alone with children, but the performer won't return to the district out of abundance of caution. But Fulton School District said on the website that Philharmonic Society of Orange County sponsored some of the programmings. Spokesman Chartel Ushed said the allegations, which are so shocked and disgusted, we will be stepping back from this. There's no plans to continue it in the future. Yikes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Now, well, my deputy gave you the full version from that Metro article I linked, and JT,
Yeah.
mind linking that article in the chat so that other people might get,
Yeah, I can try it. Let me go ahead and try to link it. Because it's kind of weird how someone would do this to children.
But I'm not surprised that it happened in California.
Yeah, well, California's
weird.
Yeah, they always have those weird cases where they just like weird death cases or weird strange things that happen. It's not like something you would listen to all the time, but yeah. Like there's even weird death cults in California. There's weird shit that happens, but this, yeah, California tends to do this a lot.
And in other news, this is from RT's USA thing. When given 10 copies of Dr. Seuss books from First Lady Melania Trump, Cambridgeport Elementary School librarian Liz Phelps Sorito rejected them and instead criticized Dr. Seuss as being racist and culturally irrelevant. I'm sending you the link to the art meow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Got it. Wait, did I just make a... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna point out something here about Dr. Seuss books. Like one of the books I used to remember about him. Let's see.
Here we go. Go ahead, JC. JT.
Yes. I'm listening.
What were you gonna say, man?
About Dr. Seuss. Well, there's a lot of books that he published, and a lot of the books, like, let's see.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Cat in the Hat, and the sequel.
Ham, the Lorax, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Hot Pot, Fox in the Socks, and
etc., etc.
Yeah. The Snitches and the Other Stories. Let's see, what else did he do? Bartholomew.
Man, the guy had a really respectable biography of library of books.
He did he published a lot of children's books.
But anyway, I sent you the link to that article.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. On Beyond the Zebra, If I Can Run a Circus. Mr. Eglet's Pool. Let's see, what else? King Stills.
And in Chattanooga.
The King on Stills.
And in Chattanooga, a resident by the name of Michael Robertson was charged with attempted first-degree murder after assaulting a 33-year-old woman and forcibly removing both of her eyes.
Yikes. She must have been really...
Now let me repeat that.
She must have been really tormented by a lot of that stuff.
A Chattanooga resident by the name of Michael Robertson, was charged with attempted first-degree murder after assaulting a 33-year-old woman and forcibly removing both of her eyes. That is...
Yeah, that is a really disgusting story.
And this is from the Times Free Press.
Okay, Times Free. Personally, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about this situation with Dr. Seuss because I don't think.
Go ahead.
I don't think those books are racist in any way. There were stories that sometimes there were stories that have...
There were connotations.
Yeah, there were
racist connotations.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it is, because they were basically telling, like, separate type of stories about certain ideas, certain things, certain issues. But other than that, it's not a racist story.
All right. And if, like Lisa, you wish to join in on this podcast...
I don't. Lisa's had to go. She already...
I know, but she's like kind of the patient zero of this whole thing, if you will.
Patient zero?
You know, like the first patient in an epidemic or something.
I can tell you that. Pretty much that's what's going on.
Yeah. Something of an experiment. Yeah. But, anyways, on to what happened in Chattanooga. Sent you the link.
Yeah, I'll look at it. Yeah. It looks like this guy's insane by the picture.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll read the article here.
Go ahead.
A Chattanooga man, Michael Robertson, 45, was been charged with attempted first-degree murder in connection with an assault on a woman where she had lost both her eyes on Wednesday night. Police responded to the 7300 block of Francis Drive around 6:40 p.m. on a result of domestic assault, according to court documents. Officers found a 33-year-old woman lying face down on the ground with an eyeball next to her. The victim, whose other eye was missing, suffered a laceration in her right arm, a stab wound to her stomach, and a stab wound to her breast. Police also found a broken knife at the home.
Yeah.
And you're right, he does look kind of psychotic.
Yes, so it tells you something right there. Why he did.
Yeah, they say a picture.
Yeah, he looked like he was beaten and arrested. So yeah, it is kind of weird how this guy manages to harm a woman for no apparent reason.
Okay, Robertson, taken into custody at the scene, told police that the incident started over a child. He said he blanked out and couldn't remember what he did, saying he is at a low point in his life. In addition to attempted first-degree murder, Robertson has been charged with aggravated assault.
Yeah.
He's being held at a bond of $500,000 US dollars. And his next court appearance is Monday before Hamilton County General Sessions Court Judge Clarence Shatnook. I probably butchered that. Records show Robertson previously was charged with aggravated assault in 2006, where officers says he fought and tried to kill them. The officers responded to Patton Towers to assist personnel with Robertson, who was being combatant. But he lunged and began to hit one of them when they arrived. An incident report states. In the scuffle, Robertson tried to grab one of the guns, prompting the officers to drop its ammunition magazine to prevent a shooting. Officers used a stun gun and hit Robertson multiple times without any noticeable reactions from him. He was handcuffed only after an officer struck him over the head with a nearby flower pot, according to the report. All 3 officers suffered injuries, and Robertson was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. The charges were dismissed in Hamilton County Criminal Court after more than a year and a half after a ruling that Robertson was insane, according to online court reports. So we established that this guy had a bit of a rap sheet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a big history, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. And if you like this podcast, feel free to subscribe to JT Vega's channel and hit the bell icon for notifications to get through YouTube's stupid hoops. And if you want to join in, just use the Hangout link in the description and like this stream.
Exactly. Well, then you wouldn't tell
it helps.
anything, and
it helps YouTube Senpai to notice this guy, notice JT.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'm going there, motherfucker.
We gotta end the show soon.
Okay. Smoking.
Fair enough, my dude. Fair enough.
The age-old format of the Choose Your Adventure.
Maybe next, maybe this Friday we can start episode 2.
Yeah, we can do that.
Lord willing.
My son loves those.
All right. This has been the Internet Sheriff Podcast. I'm John Peterson.